In the previous video, we have learned how to submit form in Laravel 13. But what happens if the user submit empty field, invalid email, wrong password length? So without validation, your application becomes unsafe and unprofessional. So in this video, you will learn Laravel 13 validation like required field, email validation, custom error message, showing validation error in Blade, and some real world validation technique which is used in professional project. And trust me, validation is one of the most important concept in Laravel because every real application uses it. Also in the next video, you will learn Laravel 13 middleware which control access to route and pages. So let's begin. So welcome back to complete Laravel 13 tutorial for beginners playlist. So in the previous episode, you have learned form, post, request handling, and today we will make those forms secure and professional using Laravel validation. So let's go in VS Code and we will see how to implement validation in forms. So this is our Laravel project and today I am going to create a first of all a registration form. Create a registration form. So in the view, create a blade file register dot blade dot php. Okay, and inside this registration blade.php create some input fields. So just create a simple HTML form. You can copy this contact form also, just copy paste this and we will do some modification. Okay, so first of all we need to change this register. Okay, and it will be register, and this action I'm going to create a route for this register, okay, and the name and email ID, and one more field I am going to add here is password. Okay, so just create a password field. Okay, this same code, same structure, like we have created label for password and we have created a input field for password. Okay, and this submit button I am going to change as register. Okay, so now okay, so in the registration blade everything is fine. There is a register route is there, form action is register, which we will create a route with the same name, and the method is post, and the field is name, email ID and password. So everything is perfect. We are sending data with the help of post. So now let's go in web.php and we will create a route here. Okay, so our route is route, okay, colon post route. Okay, before the post route, we need to create a get route also. For this route, get, and with the same name register. Okay, and it will show the register.blade.php. Okay, so now it's perfect. So now let's create a register also. Before going to create this post request, let me show you after running this application. Run this application and I will show you how the registration page is looking. Okay, so now open this link in your browser. So link is 127 and slash register is our URL. Okay, with the enter. Okay, so you can see this is our registration form. Okay, so let's go in VS Code and now create a post route for registration route post. Okay, so there is some suggestion. So I'm going to take this suggestion. Okay, because we have already installed the Copilot in VS Code. So Copilot giving me this suggestion. Okay, so now there is no validation inside this. We are only going to take the value. So before this, we need to write a validation rule. So for the validation, we need to write request validate, and inside this validation rules. Okay, so there is some suggestion. So I'm going to take this suggestion. Okay, so in the name field you can see it's required. Okay, and if you want to set the name is minimum 3 character, so you need to just write minimum 3. Okay, and email ID is required and it should be a proper email validation. Okay, and password is also required and it should be minimum 6. And if you want to add max also, so you can add max also here, max suppose 20. Okay, so now it's everything is okay. So we have added minimum, email and minimum and max, everything we have added. Okay, this is our validation rule we have set, but we need to print this validation error also into our blade. So just going to register.blade.php. Okay, and we need to write here at the rate error is name, then this. So we need to write this code. If there is any error related to name field, so it will show the error message. Okay, so let's do one thing because both the URL is same. So we need to change this URL. So let's write here register submit. Okay. So this is a post request. So this will be register submit. Okay. Now let's refresh this page and we will see error message if I'm going to empty the name field. Okay. So let's go and write here register. Okay. Okay, so there is one mistake. We have not written the end error. So error is starting, but we did not write here for end error. Okay, so now let's refresh this. Okay, so now if you do not fill this name field and you are going to click on register, so it will show error message. Okay, so you can see the name field is required. Okay, so if I am going to do the same thing for email also and password also. So if the any error message regarding this form, if the minimum character is not 3, if the email is not in perfect format, if the password is not minimum 6 or max 20, so it will show the error. So let's check different type of condition. So here I'm going to just write the two letter only. Okay, N and K, because this validation is minimum 3. So we have only write 2. Okay, so let's submit this. Okay, so it will show different error like name field must be 3 character. Okay, so it should be 3 character. If you going to write here 2 characters, so it will give the error. So just write here Nitish. So it is perfect, so it will not give now any error. So now you can see. Okay, so here if you want to write the old email and old name, so need to write here old name, old email, and password. Let it be there because password is don't require old password. Okay, so let's refresh this again. And if you are going to write the Nitish in name and email and registration is empty, so you can see email and password is empty. So going to write something in email, but not it is just it is like a email. Let's write here Kumar. Okay, so it will not showing the required field error message, but it will show the email is not a perfect email, something like that. So let's check this. Okay, so there is as again HTML, you can say error is there. So let's write here text. Okay, now this HTML error will not, because this is a HTML, this is not a Laravel error. Okay, and right here Kumar. Okay, so you can see email field must be a valid email address because there is no @ or something like that. So let's go just write a valid email. Okay, email and password is, if I'm just going to write a password, but I'm not going to write the minimum character is 6. So I'm going to write here only 3 character 1 2 3. Okay, so now it will show minimum character error. Okay, password field must be 6 character. So you can see the all the error is coming here. Okay, but this is a predefined error message by Laravel. But if you want to do some custom message, like you do not want this message password field must be at least 6 character, you would want something else. Okay, so let's do that also. We can create a custom error message also. So for that we need to write here a second parameter. You can say in validation, just write another array. Okay, and inside this only simple error message like name is required, and so there is lots of suggestions, so you can take it. Okay, and whatever we are going to write here, so everything you can see here. Okay, so this is for required, this is for minimum. So you can write for name, if the field is required, required error is there, so you can write this types of message. If the name field have the minimum character error, so you can write this type of error message. So if the email is having the required field error in email field, so you can write email is required. Okay, and if the email is not a valid email, so you can write this error message. This value is custom error message. So let's go and check this. So let's hit this. The password is required. It's very simple. Okay, just comment this. So then it will show the by default Laravel error message. So you can see the difference. The password field is required. So this is the default Laravel error message. This is not our custom error message. But if I am going to uncomment this, so it will show password is required, which is our custom error message. Just hit this. You can see password is required. It's simple. So you can write anything here. So this way you can write the custom error message. Okay. And what we have learned, the error message like required, mean, max, email, and you can write here unique also. So suppose you have a email ID and you want that email ID is in our user table. In user table, there is a column in database email. So in user table, this email ID should be unique. So you need to write this line of code, unique users email. Okay. So this will check that this email ID is already in your DB or not. So if this email ID, whatever you have written here in your form, so this is if already exist, then it will show already email is already exist. These types of error. Okay. So we have seen different type of error message. So if you understand validation properly, so you can already built login, registration, admin panel, CRUD application, APIs, because validation is used in almost everywhere in Laravel project. Okay. So in validation also, I have already discussed with you. So if the validation is failed, so in that case, we need to write the same value in your old value in your field. So we have already written this old name. So this old name is just like, let me show you one more time. So just remove this old name in name field. Okay. So let's refresh this. And suppose I have written here Nitish, and in this form there is any error. Okay. So this Nitish will be removed automatically. Again, we have to write this Nitish. Okay. So this is not the good thing. So for that, we need to write here that old name. So if you submit the form, suppose you have submitted the form, but if there is any error, so this field, this value will not be removed. So you can see Nitish is already there. Any other error is coming, it's okay, but this field is will not be refreshed or removed after the validation error. Okay. So this is this skips previous data, enter data after validation error. Okay. So if I talking about the common mistakes which is done by a beginner, mostly the common mistake is you need to write this name field inside your input field. So this type and this name field is, so this name attribute is not must be there in your this input field. Okay. Because if this name field will not be there, so you can't take this request name field value in the request. Okay. So Laravel can't validate field without this name attribute. Okay. So we have to keep in mind, always need to check this name attribute in every field. So you can see in every field name attribute is there. Okay. So again, second the most common error is, suppose you need to write here email validation, because if anybody is entered the email, so you need to check that the email is valid or not. So if you are writing here not email, just like mail, so then this validation will be failed, because you have to write a correct validation rule. So correct email name like email, and then it will show the error. So today we have learned Laravel validation, required rules, email validation, min max rules, custom error message. So display error in our blade, so you can see. Okay. And old input handling like this, old input handling, and now your form are secure and professional. So in the next video, Laravel 13 middleware we are going to explain. So you will learn what middleware is and how middleware is working, and also route protection, authentication middleware, creating custom middleware, and this is where your Laravel application start becoming production ready. So if this video is helpful for you, so please like this video, subscribe this channel, and hit the bell icon to get latest updated video from my YouTube channel. Thanks for watching this video. We will meet in next video. Till then, take care. Bye.